So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have an update. Yes, Konami have released an update file. We're on the Steam version, and well, let's have a look at it. Let's dive into what they've said has been patched. So, a new update, file 1.03 or 1.01.03 was released on the 27th. My club, the message shown when logging into my club states that GP, blah blah, not really that important. Team lobby, the game crashes when a certain goal celebration is performed. Well, that's good that they fixed it. The main one here, though, Master League. So when starting a Master League, some computer teams transfer out many of their players, making the player numbers unnaturally low, or the players are assigned to positions that do not meet their positional compatibility. So that's the main one, and then Become a Legend is pretty much the same thing. So we're going to test it. We are going to run a bit of a test to see if they actually have fixed the problem. So it's not going to be a super long video. I'm going to go in here, create a quick Master League, and simulate it. Okay, so let's just go in here, Master League. Obviously you have to start a new one, okay, that's the first thing. You cannot continue and then magically like all the players come back and all that. No, it doesn't work that way. If you want to start from scratch, you're going to have to, if you want these things to happen. Obviously we're not too worried about any of these. You can add classic players if you want, but we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to, we'll just say when there's progress. So we're going here, pick a club team. Pick the traditional, Man United, because they're playing so well. Nationality, we're Albanian for today's playthrough. Name, whatever, TTB version 2. What a name that is. Obviously appearance is not relevant. Okay, so we're now inside of Master League, and we're basically just going to sim a couple of games and then go from there. We're going to have a look at what's been happening. We're not going to obviously worry about the International Champions Cup. We're going to simulate through these. So, advance, skip the match. Yes, we will do that. It looks like we lost 2-0. Well played, boys. Okay, so we're at the first game of the season. So what I'm going to be doing here, obviously simulate these matches, and then we're going to be going into the transfers themselves and seeing, what's been happening. I believe the teams that were before getting rid of players was the likes of Burnley, Crystal Palace, didn't really have anyone left. There were a few where literally they had 3 goalies on the bench. I think Southampton was one as well. So there are a few, but obviously we've got to get this going a little bit quicker so we can have a bit of a test. Alright, so let's quickly have a gander at what's been going on. I think we had something, within the negotiations. We did have a bid for someone, but I didn't worry about it. Andres Pereira. It was a bid, but we just didn't do it quick enough. Obviously, Darmin. So those are only the main 2 ones. So let's now have a look at the transfer market news and see if there's any big transfers that have gone through. So Rodriguez, Andrade, let's see. The problem last time was the same teams were just making ridiculous transfers. Ben Arthur's gone there. Fernando Torres. Blum. Diego Luis. I wish you could sort of sort them by teams or something. Holgate from Everton moved over. Okay, Kelly from Rangers. So I'm not seeing any major problems. Man City sold Sandler. Never heard of him. Alright, so that looks reasonable. Let's go in here and have a look now at the different squads. Okay, so here's a look at the teams. Alright, so Arsenal still have the majority of their players, if not all of them. Bournemouth, Brighton and Hove Albion looks good. Burnley, yes, well done. Didn't sell it. I think in my playthrough, Aaron Lennon actually went off somewhere. Cardiff City, still good. Chelsea, for the most part. Yeah, they've got their players there. Crystal Palace was another problem, but it looks like that's been sorted. There's a lot of left backs though, isn't there? Everton looks pretty good as well. So yeah, it looks like the problem has been addressed, but we're going to move through basically to January time. So I'm going to sim all the rest of them and see how we're doing there. Mane's actually still at Liverpool. He was another player that departed ways in my playthrough. Now I'm going to finish Arsenal. I'm going to finish the season with them, and then maybe probably start another playthrough afterwards. But yep, looking pretty good right now. Okay, so I'm going to sim all the way to January time, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've simmed all the way through at the moment to the middle of January. Okay, so we're going to get to the end of January and then have a look at what's happened. I've apparently had some offers for a couple of players. Lukaku, I mean, you know, 34 million. This is where the transfers, though, of PES, it's still not right, is it? You know what I mean? I mean, 34 million they're offering for Lukaku. I don't think that's going to happen. Grant, we've had a deal here as well. 8.1. Also had one for David De Gea, but even, I mean, 42 million. It's not going to happen. I mean, his market value is way, way too low. So yeah, I mean, they really can't promise realistic transfers with those types of prices. But anyway, I'm going to get to the end of January when all the transfers are done, and then we're going to have a look. And I've literally simmed every game, and I'm top of the league. I haven't done anything. I haven't changed any of my players or any of my team at all. I've just simmed it, and I'm winning everything. So that looks a little bit easy. But anyway, let's get to the end of January and see if there's been any more, transfers. Okay, so we are now the 1st of February, which means all transfers are done for this season. So let's have a look and see if we've had any kind of movement for, obviously, the other teams. So we've got the transfer market news. We'll just see if we can find any big names from any big clubs. I mean, Eric Dyer, okay, he's left, gone to Bayer Leverkusen. Let's see if there's anything crazy. Long, yeah, he's left there. Zimmerman. Can't really see anything. I can't really see any Premier League teams. We've got a bit of Aston Villa there. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much movement. Wolves, Doherty left, okay. Nothing crazy on that one. Okay, so I mean, I'm not seeing anything too out of the ordinary. So looking at the teams, Arsenal still got Aubameyang, Lacazette. Yeah, still pretty good. Bournemouth have their players. Brighton. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's been sorted. To be honest, there really hasn't been too much movement. Crystal Palace still have their players. Everton. I mean, this is how it should have been, obviously, when the game came out. They fixed the problem. But it should have been sorted earlier, but at least it is done now. We're still waiting for that gameplay patch, of course. So, it just seems like Man City have sold a lot of players, have they? They only have that many? I would have thought they had more. Obviously, we haven't done anything with United. We just left them. But we're still waiting for that gameplay fix. That has to be the next priority. Simple as that. With, wow, they have a lot of... that's a lot of forwards for Wolves. Let's see. Let's go to La Liga. But yeah, the priority has to be the gameplay next. If they sort that out, then I think people may get back to playing PES. But... you know, there's a lot of people annoyed with the whole situation. Well, Ibar have... well, that's a lot of... they don't have very many midfielders, though, do they? Yeah, Ibar has no midfielders. I mean, literally 2 centre mids, 2 defensive mids. Everyone else is a winger or a forward. Wow. Interesting there. I don't know if that's the way it was or not. But, yeah, I think for the most part it has been sorted out. You're not seeing any crazy transfers being happened. Yeah, the teams seem to still have the players. Let's see the likes of You know, Ronaldo, is he still at Juve? Yep, he's still there. So yeah, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The proof is in the pudding. It looks like transfers have been sorted out. Konami aren't lying on that front. And now we're just waiting for a gameplay patch. So I'm just going to continue with my Arsenal Master League. Once that gets done, we may start another one. We probably will start another one. And maybe by then, we will see a gameplay patch. But until next time, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.